Well, I thought today was going to be cooler, but at 4:20 p.m. it's still close to 100 degrees, so I didn't do nothing today. I was planning to do something out in the big pasture, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow if it's cooler. Yeah, the forecast was a little bit off. Yeah, I was expecting a little bit cooler today, but it warmed up faster than I thought. So I just decided I'll just wait one more day before I work out in the big pasture. Yeah, it is a little cloudy today though. Still hot. Yeah, I've always wondered why it gets so hot. And every place else it seems like it's not so bad. Yeah. Anyway, I always thought about it was getting some rain here around me for a while, but now it's dried up. Yeah, I always thought that I'm in the shadow. They call it a heat shadow, or I call it a heat shadow of St. Louis, because during the summertime when it gets real hot and the winds usually from the west, the heat from St. Louis, Missouri, which is a big city, generates a lot of heat. There's some nice clouds up there. Yeah, that heat is blown over to us, to the east of St. Louis. Actually, I'm a little southeast, but still, the heat, I call it the heat from St. Louis. I think that comes over to us here, and it dries us up too. Yeah, because St. Louis is just nothing but concrete and buildings and highways and roads. Yeah. But anyway, it'll pass as soon as the weather cools down in September, October. Anyway, it's supposed to cool off now, or tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to only be in the 80s, so let's hope that holds true. So I'm getting kind of restless and bored staying around the house. Oh well, maybe tomorrow will be better. That's all for today. I didn't do nothing, and I'm hoping I can get something done tomorrow. Hopefully the heat wave is over. It'll still probably get close to 90, but hopefully it'll stay under 90 in the future. But I guess one could always enjoy the heat of summer, because when winter comes, there won't be no heat. So make the best of it. All right, catch you on the next one. Yeah, it's hot. There, it's hot. But it's cloudy, so it cooled off a little bit. But there's still some blue skies. Look at that. Nice fluffy cloud. There could even be some rain in there. I'll have to check the radar. Yeah. Yeah, there's a big cloud above me too. I'll see what the weather radar shows. Anyway, it's about 4:30 p.m. So we'll see. I don't expect any rain, but it didn't show anything in the forecast. But who knows? Well, this is at 4:35 p.m. and there's a couple of clouds around me here, but nothing that's going to bring any rain. There's a storm here, but I don't know which way it's headed. Yeah, there's storms all around me, but in the shadow of St. Louis, I call it a heat shadow. I don't know if there is, even if that's even a recognized event or thing. But anyway, I always believe that the heat from St. Louis comes this way and prevents any rain from developing because it's too hot and dry. That's my understanding. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, but there's plenty of rain down to the south. I zoomed out to show that there's rain to the south and rain over here, but right east of St. Louis, where I'm supposed to be at, and here it's dry. And this time of year, when everybody else is getting rain, east of St. Louis don't get that much. That's the only way I can explain it. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. Anyway, all I know is that it's hot and dry. That's all I know. Well, there it is. That little cloud on the radar had some rain in it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It looked like it just started to rain from the gutter. Yeah, it's starting to overflow and spread out down the hill. Oh, it's raining. Wind's blowing a little bit too. Yeah, it's raining all right. Yeah. It's raining. I don't expect too much out of it, but some is better than none. I'm glad I got something. Maybe this will help me. Oh look, there's a hawk or something in that tree over there on this side. I see it bouncing around. It's hopping up higher up into the tree. That dead tree there. Yeah. I think it's a hawk. It's probably a young hawk. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, I got a little rain, so that's good. Maybe it'll make the grass perk up a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to slow down, so I don't think it's going to be as much as I was hoping. Like I said, some's better than none. Yeah, it's ending now. Who knows, I might get some more later. Just have to wait and see. Well, at 5:20, more isolated rain cells, or whatever you call it. Storm cells, yeah. They popped up around me. I think that's the one I might have got rain out of. But there's some more popping up too, so, and it's a big long string of it. Probably this is occurring because of the hot air from the south that we've been experiencing for the last week. Is meeting the cold air from the north that's coming down. That's going to be cooling it off the rest of this week. At least 10 degrees, if not more. So that's what's generating these storms. So let's just see if I get any more rain out of it. Well, it cooled off to 92 as of 5:30 p.m. It did cool off. That rain did cool it off a little bit. So now, instead of being hot and dry, now it's hot and humid. And there's still thunder. I can hear the thunder. So hopefully I get some more rain. Well, that's a nice shot there. Or a nice view of these clouds. Yeah, the sun's still shining way up there. Yeah. Oh, there's the bull. He's out eating already. Yeah, they usually waited until evening to go out to eat, but now that the rain came and it's cooled off, I guess they're gonna, probably the other ones are out there too. Anyway, I'm just glad I got a little rain. Oh, I see 3 of the animals. I don't see the old cow. I don't know where she's at. I'm sure she's around. She's probably up in the barn or behind that tree somewhere. But I also noticed something else. I think those are Jimson weeds coming up. Yeah. A few more through here too. I could probably cut them down with a weed whacker. At least that's what I call it. One of those side cutter things, handheld. I call them weed whackers. I've used them before. I used to work somewhere there where they had us go out and cut weeds around the buildings, and with those weed whackers instead of letting us use a lawnmower, they had us do that. Oh well, I only worked there for 9 years. Look down there. There's lots of leaves falling. Those yellow ones. I think they're falling off of that tree, that poplar tree. Yeah. Yeah. I could still get some more rain. It's possible. Yeah, I don't know where the other cow is. But I can see that that grass is growing back. Yeah. I see less yellow and more green. Well, that's good. That's good to see. Like I said, I'll have to cut those Jimson weeds down. I don't think there's enough time for them to go to seeding anymore. So I could just leave them, but I'd rather cut them down to make sure. I still got a bunch of Jimson weeds to take care of out in the big pasture. But I think I'm going to use hand cutters, and I might resort to using the disc too that's out in the hayfield. I got to go make sure the tires are pumped up before I bring it back here. We got some other things to do in the hayfield too. One of these days, now that it's cooling off, I might start working on some of that stuff. Weeds in the big pasture and get some. Oh, that's thunder. I better get out of here before lightning comes around. Yeah, I got some work to finish up. Hayfield and at the big pasture. Down here too, if I want. I need to start cutting some of this, but I gotta wait until there's enough grass there for them to eat. Yeah. Or I gotta feed them some hay bales, one or the other. Okay, we'll see. I'll have to keep an eye on this rain. See if I get any more. Nice to have some rain though, for a change. I sure wasn't expecting it, according to the forecast. Yeah, there's some clouds hanging over me, so that's good. At least it cooled off. Cooled off. Yeah. I didn't get much rain, just enough to get the bottom of the bucket wet. Oh, there's the other cow. I knew she was up by the barn. I think it's starting to rain again. Yeah, that thunder must have loosened up the rain. The last thunder. Yeah, I better go back in, or it's safer. Okay. Listen or enjoy the rain. Yeah, here it comes. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well, at 5:45 p.m. there's still a little cloud around me there. But there's some more coming in from the west. So I might still have a chance for some rain yet today or tonight. We'll see. Looks like that cold front's moving in from the north, and as it does, it's generating some storms and some rain. I hope I get some more than I just got. It'd be nice to get at least an inch or more. That'd be nice. Well, it's about 7:15 p.m. and the rain clouds have moved off. to the east. And there's still some down to the south, but clearing out here to the west. Yeah. Still a little bit of clouds up there, but no rain in those. So I'm gonna call it a day. Hopefully I can get something else done, something done tomorrow. We'll see if I have the energy to do it. Hopefully it'll be cooler. It's cooler now, I think. Well, it feels cooler as the sun's going down. Sun's coming back out, but it's going to be going down here pretty soon. All right, well, I'll be trying to get something done tomorrow, I hope. That's all for today. Well, the temperature dropped a few more degrees to 85 at around 7:30 p.m., so that's good. And I think tomorrow's supposed to be cooler too. Feels comfortable out here now. Looks like the cattle are back out here to eat. Yeah. So that's good. By the time I get done with taking care of the weeds out in the big pasture, this should be grown up enough where I can start cutting this stuff over here now. Yeah. I'll get the worst ones first. Big pasture, their weeds are getting pretty big out there. So I need to take care of some of them first. There's still some rain out that way to the east of me. But rain has ended around me. There's still some clouds hanging around. Yeah, there was a big storm out that way on the radar last time I checked. Okay, that's really all for today. Let's see what happens tomorrow. There's my cat drinking the water out of the little tub I got underneath the gutter. Yeah. Yeah. That way she don't have to walk all the way to the pond to get a drink. Well, I don't think I need to water him today.